Welcome back to Prepared Overlander. There's something people need to understand about modern surveillance systems. A lot of people think the goal is to hide from cameras completely. But that's not how modern AI tracking works anymore. Because today, the system doesn't just identify your license plate. It identifies patterns. Your vehicle shape, your movement habits, your travel routes, your timing, and in the future it can probably tell what color the car is, what make and model, and any bumper stickers that you have on it can be identified. The plate is only one layer of data, and ironically, trying to hide that plate can actually make you an easier target to track. Alright, let me explain this. Imagine two vehicles drive past a camera. One looks normal, the other has a blurred plate, reflective spray, mud covers, or something that obviously interferes with the camera. Which one do you think AI flags first? Obviously the second one, every time. Because now you're not just another vehicle in traffic, you're an anomaly. And modern systems are built to notice anomalies. Things that stick out. That's what an anomaly is, for those who may not know. And that's how machine learning works. Here's a question for you. Write this down in the comments. Do you think trying to hide from surveillance sometimes makes you stand out even more? Because here's what most people don't realize. AI systems don't need perfect information. They just need enough information. Okay? Your vehicle profile becomes the identifier. Color, damage, roof racks, lighting, wheel setup. Even the way you drive can become part of the pattern. So if the system sees the same truck every day with the same blocked plate, traveling the same roads at the same times, it doesn't matter if the plate is unreadable anymore. The AI already knows it's you. And now you've added something worse, suspicion. Because an obscured plate becomes a behavioral marker, a point of interest, a reason for additional attention. Now here's where this gets interesting. As AI systems work between, or best when behavior is predictable. When anomalies are rare, if one of every 1,000 vehicles has an obscured plate, that vehicle becomes easy to isolate. But if thousands of vehicles suddenly have dirty plates, reflective coatings, partial obstructions, now the system starts losing confidence because the data set becomes too noisy. The AI can still track patterns, but identifying individuals become harder. More false positives, more overlap, more uncertainty. And uncertainty is the enemy of automated systems. Now let's be clear. This isn't about breaking laws or trying to evade law enforcement. This is about understanding how modern surveillance actually functions. Because most people still think cameras operate like humans. They don't. Humans look for identity. AI looks for patterns. And once you understand that, you start realizing the real issue isn't the plate itself, it's behavioral predictability. Driving the same routes at the same times in the same vehicles with the same identifiable features. That creates a profile. And honestly, modern vehicles make this even worse. Connected systems, location systems, telematics, app-linked data. Your vehicle become its own tracking device, which means privacy today isn't just about visibility. It's about reducing the amount of useful data you generate. Okay, so do you think people worry too much about the license plate itself and not enough about the data their vehicles are already creating? Now let's bring this back to preparedness. Because in a long-term instability scenario, surveillance systems don't just disappear overnight. Many systems can continue functioning locally, even during broader disruptions. Understanding how pattern tracking works gives you a more realistic picture of modern monitoring instead of relying on outdated ideas about anonymity. And from an overlanding perspective, this overlaps with the gray man concept. The goal isn't to look suspicious or tactical. It's to blend into normal patterns and avoid drawing unnecessary attention. Because that's the real lesson here. The moment you stand out intentionally, you've already been noticed. And real quick, if you're getting any value out of this, hit the like and subscribe. And I'm focused on trying to get real-world preparedness and understanding the systems shaping modern life. Because in the age of AI surveillance, the easiest person to track is often the one trying the hardest not to be seen. Okay? It's kind of like being that nail that's in the deck that's sticking out about 1/4 of an inch. Sooner or later, somebody's going to come by with a hammer and smack it. You don't want to be that nail that gets noticed and gets smacked with the hammer. So that's kind of what you're looking at here. You don't want to set patterns. Now, if you can get everybody in your area to do all this stuff, great. Even better. But I doubt that's going to happen. And another thing that you have is all modern vehicles, if you have any type of digital electronics, especially if your vehicle ever came with the XM radio system in it or OnStar or anything like that, you already have what's called a MAC address, Media Access Card address. These are numbers that are set up, and they can be spoofed, but they're kind of like a VIN number. Most of them are different. They're unique identifiers. Okay. In the future, as you drive by, that signal that comes off of it, it's like a Wi-Fi, that comes off can also be monitored by a lot of these surveillance systems. They're just sending out this signal, kind of like a Wi-Fi signal, okay, at transmitting who you are by those numbers and digits. Okay, we'll just say characters because it's going to be, I think it's 8 pair, usually either numbers, letters, or numbers and letters. So once you start advertising that, they can put a name based on registration to that MAC address, and now they already know who you are. So you can hide your license plate all you want. You're not going to hide from these systems in the future. And if that's not good enough, well, you have your your phone. Okay? Most people leave location services on. They leave their Wi-Fi on. They leave their Bluetooth on, which every one of those also has a unique identifier. They already know who you are. So trying to hide from it is not going to be possible. And it's going to be even harder in the near future. So doing those things are, like I said, it's only going to make you stand out. So until it's time to be that person who stands out, you might want to do the gray man. Make sure all of your devices are turned off, all of your signaling things are turned off on your vehicle and your phone. Turn off location services, turn off the Wi-Fi, turn off the Bluetooth. Problem is, now it makes it a ton harder, but because you're still pinging off of these cell towers, because of the unique identifier that's on your phone called a phone number, and the other serial numbers that come along with it, they already know it's you. So you can't hide, is basically what I'm saying here. So good luck if that's what you're trying to do. Just try not to be an anomaly, because you're never going to be able to hide as long as you have anything modern attached to you, and that includes watches. So anyway, good luck in the future, and as always, stay prepared and stay free.